Morning. So as you can see, I'm in the car again. Those of you who have been watching the videos will know that I'm heading down to Essex, and you will know that because you have clicked on the thumbnail for this video. But yeah, I'm heading down to Essex this morning. It's currently 22:06 on a Sunday morning, so it's pretty early. I've been up and about a little while already. So yeah, so I've got the car packed, heading right down the M11 to Redbridge, and then I'm going to go in kind of through East London and out into Ilford to, well, Hainault. I don't really know that area, I don't know that area at all. I've been kind of down into Ilford and Romford years ago, but I don't really know it well enough to kind of be familiar with the area. So but the route I'm doing today is a 72-mile route. It's going to be considerably hillier than the 70-mile route I did a week or so ago, where I went out to Ely and Cambridge. So it's going to be a bit more challenging. It's actually a bit murky at the moment. It's like really overcast and it's actually quite misty, but it was kind of mixed forecasts for today. So at the beginning of the week it did say that it was going to be quite manky and possibly kind of thundery showers, but then looking at it yesterday, certainly for down that way, it said it was going to be clear blue sky and about 21 degrees. So I really don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, at the moment, as I say, it's really overcast, but hopefully that will burn off and the sun will come out a bit later. I am hoping that's going to be like that anyway. I think more importantly, the wind's going to be really low. It was actually really windy yesterday and Friday, but the winds seems to have dropped considerably, which is good. So so yeah, it should be a good ride. I know it's going to be a challenge. As with most of the rides, I'm not looking to break any land speed record. Just want to get around safely, get the miles in my legs, and enjoy the kind of fact that I'm riding on roads that I don't normally ride on, or that I wouldn't normally ride on. But this route, the reason I chose this one is because although it doesn't follow the same roads as the Ride London when it goes out into Essex, it follows a it's quite a closely kind of mapped route, so it should at least give me a sense of the terrain as I'm going to go out on the Ride London, as I'm going to kind of head out through Docklands and then cut up into Epping, because as I say, I really don't know that area at all well. So I don't know the lay of the land, I don't know how hilly it is. So I will concentrate on the driving. It's going to be quite a long drive. I think I think the drive itself is probably about 71 miles there, so I'm going to be doing a 70-ish mile drive down there, a 70-mile bike ride, and then a 70-mile drive home. So so yeah, it is a bit far out, but yeah, I am looking forward to it. It should be a good ride. The reason I am going down there quite early is because it actually starts at a cycle centre, and I don't think the parking's actually, there's not a lot of parking down there, so I'm hoping to kind of bag a parking space when I get there, if I get there early enough, so as opposed to kind of having to park on the road or park on an industrial estate, which I think they're advising. So anyway, that's for me to deal with when I get there. So I will speak to you again when I get to the oh, sorry, my bag with all my bottles has just fallen over. I will speak to you again when I get down to the cycle centre down at Hainault, and I'll see you in a bit. So, see you in a bit. So I've just parked up, actually come down a nice scenic route, come down through Epping Forest, which was kind of unexpected. I was going to go down the end of the M11 and get off at Redbridge, but yeah, so it was a bit of a nice surprise. So it's still really grey, Was raining a bit on the way down, but I'm here. I really need a wee, so I'm going to go. I'm going to sign in, register, have a wee, and then I'll see you after that. I'll get you on the bike and we'll get going. So I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit.
Those people have just joined us, and I've just got to stop you off perhaps where. Did you guys hear that? Have fun up there, everyone. I'll see you safe and sound when we get back. Have a great day. I'm going to take some pictures for you guys. Have a great day. Yay. See you later. Have a good day. Yay. Going good so far. Just gone over 19 miles. Roads have been a little bit sketchy. Coming out of East London, I don't know where it was, I think it was Ilford. We dropped down into that, it was like a town, I think it was Ilford. That was, the roads were shocking, absolutely appalling. But we're now out in the countryside. I think we've kind of skirted round Epping. We're going to come back on the kind of return bit. We're coming back down, I think, closer to Epping, but it's been really good. The roads have been a little bit bumpy, and you've probably seen there's a lot of elite cyclists out who are absolutely going hell for leather. I think quite dangerously so, because it's not a closed road event, this one, so, and they are going pretty quickly. You'd have seen, well, you may have seen some of the footage where they were actually going around a blind bend as well on the right hand side of the road at some speed, so they're being fairly reckless. I mean, that might just be me at my maturity, just erring on the side of caution, but I don't think even a few years ago I would have ridden like that. That's just a bit, that is a bit reckless, and it's putting some of the other road users at danger as well. So, but yeah, so it's going good. I'll spin you back round so you can see where I'm going, and I will see you in a bit. See you in a bit.
Oh, you did very well. Yeah, I don't know what now. Oh, shit, what have you done?
Okay. Cheers, thank you. Thank you. So I've just gone over 58 miles, just had another cake stop, so I didn't film that one, but on the home stretch now, it has been really good. And I know they actually said at the start that there's a hill towards the end, but apart from that it hasn't actually been that bad. I don't want to tempt fate, but I think certainly the Suffolk Classic seemed a lot hillier than this, but as I say, I don't want to tempt fate, so I will stick you back on the bike and I will speak to you again when I'm at the finish. So I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. So I'm on the M11,
finally got out of Loughton and Ilford and all that kind of Essex palaver. Heading home now, but that was actually a really good ride. I was kind of in two minds to do it or not, but I'm really glad I did. It actually followed quite a bit, probably more than I thought it would do. It followed more of the roads that I'm actually going to be riding on the Wide London. So it was a real good, kind of gave me a really good indication of the terrain and the kind of just the general kind of state of the roads down there. As I think I said earlier when I was on the bike, it wasn't actually as hilly as I thought it was going to be either. There was a monstrous hill going up into Faden Boys. Just seemed to go on forever. It just went on and on. That was tough because I was kind of 70 miles in at that point. And then for some reason, when we got back to the Redbridge Cycle Centre, the route did a lap of the kind of road circuit, which finished on a hill, which was a bit, I don't know, it was a bit, a few of the guys that kind of were around me at the time were saying how pointless they thought it was. I mean, it was good, it was a cracking road surface, and but I thought it was a bit savage after nearly 74 miles to kind of finish on a drag. Although it wasn't particularly high, it was still a struggle to get up there. But no, it was really good. Really glad I did it. Unfortunately, there's no medal with this one. I've ridden with these guys before, and they don't tend to do medals, but that kind of keeps their costs lower than some of the other sportives. But it's all done. It's another one that I can put down to training. I'm now nearly just, I think it is 2 weeks today, I think, the Wide London. So I'm going to head out at the end of next week. I'm going to head up to Peterborough and kind of out round the back of Peterborough. So that's about another 70-mile ride. And then that'll be it then. I'll probably get out and do some shorter rides the week before the Wide London, because I've got some days I've actually taken a couple of night shifts off prior to the weekend. So I'll probably get out on one of those days and do a shorter ride. But the next ride that I film will potentially be the 70 miler going out towards Peterborough, but failing that, it will be the Wide London. So as I say, I'm heading home now, sat on the M11. I'm going to get home, have something to eat, make sure I hydrate, because I do feel like I've got a bit of a headache coming on. And then I will take you out on possibly on the 70 miler up to Peterborough. So wherever I go next, I will, as I say, I will take you with me, whether it's that one or the Wide London. So thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. So thanks again for watching. I'm going to go for all the usual like and subscribe if you haven't already, and add a comment, and please check the link out for the Alzheimer's Society sponsorship for the Wide London, and please, you know, if you can donate, it will be really appreciated. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. See you in a bit. Cheers.